What's good, superstars? Back with another So Rare video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob? Oh, the home run dinger. You know, that's what you got to do to win in these So Rare tournaments. Guys, even while we're doing the intro, Rob has no shame. Definitely make sure that he knocks me out any chance he gets. Guys, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button in the description or underneath the video, and you can get access to our drop spreadsheets, price prediction spreadsheets, star in the universe, first dibs on merch. And I think, Rob, we're going to have to maybe give a little bit of a spreadsheet of how we make our decisions on So Rare based off of how we have been performing in the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, that'd actually be a really good kind of thing. It's just like a decision-making matrix to kind of help with that. Fantasy sports, there's, it's no perfect science. You need a lot of luck on it, but sometimes you can give yourself the best chance.
Yep. If you want to follow us, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok is the easy way. We have a Discord in the description that has a So Rare tab. If you want to go talk So Rare, it's a fun time. There's people on there chatting it up, and we're all always coming up with how we're going to make our team selections. So it's a fun way if you're trying to grow your team and have like-minded individuals there. Shout out to all of the VIP members here who continue to support us. Right at the top there on the left, you got Sarah, who is also heavy into So Rare and always giving us some great tips. So shout out to Sarah. And the rest of you guys, thank you so much for the continued support. It keeps us going every single day.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. And we know that we have some superstars who are involved in So Rare right now. They do enjoy fantasy sports as well. So it's definitely a fun little game to play, and you get a chance to actually have become your own GM in a way where you can express it in an NFT kind of world, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Cool. So we're going to pull up the So Rare Twitter. The So Rare MLB is the actual Twitter for MLB. And the first thing that I wanted to go over was Juan Soto is basically giving his pitch on why you should select him for your So Rare team. Reason number 2, I'm going to have a lot of RBIs because I'm going to be in a lot of good situations because we have a great team. So I'm loving these interviews that they're doing. They're really going to working the top players in the league and bringing this to their attention. So what do you think about that? Like their inclusion of the players?
It's just something that is just another level in terms of marketing. Like when you have the actual players now putting marketing videos out for So Rare, it's hard not to think that you're not going to be successful because the true fandom, the people who actually care about baseball, they're seeing this stuff. They're seeing these players being involved in this, talking about this. And probably if you're into baseball, there's a pretty good odds you're also into fantasy sports. So but there's a good chance, I would say probably more likely than not, you have no idea about the crypto space. You've heard about it. You may or may not have your own wallet, but odds are you definitely don't have any NFTs. So this is like a gateway into the NFT world, backed by the actual league, by the players. I shouldn't say the league, but definitely by the players. That will bring it success.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And it's a good learning. It's a fun way to learn because there's gamification off the bat. And it's been a blast. Like ever since we've started this, we've been doing it together, and it's been an absolute blast. And look at some of the prizes. Like we've been showing this, but we're giving away Juan Soto signed bats and balls. We showed this last week. That was the video, but they're still doing it. Like you have to see this type of utility as like ridiculous. All you have to do is own the player card. And it doesn't even say like if it's a limited card or whatever, like just own a Juan Soto card. And you have an opportunity to win physically signed merch from one of the best players in the league. It's ridiculous.
That's true utility right there, and it really pays itself if you win one of these competitions. But it's all for fun. Like it's not a money making business. It's a fantasy sports in a way that you feel like a true GM because you actually own the players by owning the card, and then you can use them in a competitive way.
Yeah, it's cool. And the more you play them, the more their stats improve. It's just like real life. It's like you're training the player to play in certain situations. It's incredible. I don't know how they came up with this idea, but here are your league leaders entering Play Tuesday. So if you were wondering, these are the league leaders. For average, you got Luis Perez. For home runs, you got Pete Alonso.
Who's on? Go back. Who's on that list?
I'm very shocked by this list actually. But Patrick Wisdom, we're early, Rob. We're early. Rafael Devers, Max Muncy, and Ryan Mountcastle. So the heavy sluggers are kind of they're waiting it out a little bit. It seems like.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
But Pete Alonso, he's a pretty heavy hitter.
Oh yeah, he's good.
RBI, we got Jordan Alvarez. Malcastle's doing well. He's having a year. Maybe that's somebody we got to start to look at and pay more attention to. You got Lindor there.
Oh, Lindor.
Yeah, expect him to be up there.
Yeah, Reynolds. Brian Reynolds is another good player.
ERA, you got Sonny Gray on the Twins.
Ooh, Sonny Gray.
So I mean, you expect it on the Yankees maybe, but not on the Twins now. I know he's been around the league. Shohei Ohtani is still killing it with a .86 ERA.
Luis Castillo, I think we have him.
Yeah, these are some of the names that you expect. And Marcus Stroman, former Jay, is in the top 5 for ERA. Did not expect that.
Yeah, I thought he's old now. He's old now, no? These are good ERAs. Anything under one's good ERA.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe those are some players that if you are looking to build your limited squad, maybe some that you want to look at or at least follow to see how they are doing. We have Vinny Pasquantino. He's now giving his reasons why you should pick him up. So another player endorsement. And I really am enjoying this. And I think that they're probably getting them into So Rare as well. Like they have their own teams. Sure. They've been showing it off, and then it just gets them more interested in the platform. It lets them talk with other players, and then maybe they start to inquire and do all that. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. And as the players get more involved, they're going to continue to use their personal Twitter accounts as well to retweet these things and get more of the fandom involved on it.
Exactly. And you think about it, like So Rare might only have 10, 20,000 people who follow, but once you get these players with big followings following, and then people start to recognize like that's your marketing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
John Morosi, I talked about this a little bit last week. He was doing a shout out. He's a big time analyst, as you can see here. MLB Network, NHL Network. He's put in So Rare MLB Ambassador in his profile now. He also has MLB Network Radio, Fox Sports Radio, Fan 590 here in Toronto, 670 The Score in Seattle Sports. So he's all over the place, and they've managed to secure a deal with him. So he has been given his projections and all kinds of other stuff. He's been writing articles like on the regular for So Rare. So really,
that's so cool. Yeah, it's hilarious. A good scouting report.
Names, right? It's familiar names. It's not just random guys who are part of a project. It's people who have been invested, or not invested, but like tracking the sport. Like, regardless of So Rare or not, they're there working the sport. So it's cool to see them involved.
Well, for sure. And fantasy sports is a really big thing. Really big thing.
And obviously, Juan Soto, we've seen the giveaway. He's very, very tight with the So Rare team, and they're supporting him as well here on his home run from the last game.
Yeah, we got to get that card soon.
Same with J-Rod. We've seen him as well. Another advocate for the So Rare MLB. Incredible to see the support that the players
player after player.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's like it just never stops. Which player in your lineup do you need to clutch up this game week? And this is just another interactive tweet. Try and get the community building, which is fine. I think like we're super early here for sure. I know that they started this last season. There was not much buzz about it. The soccer, the European Football League, I think, is where they really started to get recognized. They've built that up pretty well. Maybe eventually we'll get into that, but for now we wanted to start the season off because MLB was starting. So we got Mark Luino. He's an MLB content creator. He's talking about his team, and as you can see, he has a pretty big following. 200K subscribers. So
wow. Well,
they're not VV size.
Yeah, we can show them a thing or two about a top 200 finish.
There you go. Right. Well, we're giving it away, but speaking of giving away, again, they're doing the Juan Soto bat and balls. So we're going to retweet that and like that. Look at these seats. Ace is in the front row at the Padres game. I don't know who they were playing here, but
I never had the opportunity to sit that close before. I sat pretty close. I've had some like maybe like 7 rows back, but I've never been that close. It's crazy.
I would be scared of this one. I think.
I know, right?
Ball tip or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they have the reward season, show off what you won, and a bunch of other stuff happening here. So it's just it's crazy what they're able to do. So Rob, why don't you fill them in on how the week went for us?
So it was pretty funny actually. I went on I logged into our account here. And sure enough, I say, whoa, I'm like, Joe, we finished. We're 86th out of 24,000. So we had an incredible week this week. And we know that the top 200, there's actually a tier map here if you click this, right? So the first, second, and third place get tier 3 limited cards. The top 25 get tier 4, and the top 200 get tier 5. So we're going to get a tier 5 limited card. It's the first limited card that we're going to receive. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's 11 o'clock Eastern right now. I don't think all the games are done, but by this point, we're pretty much set. So we know we're going to get a limited card, and these limited cards are actually worth something. We can actually use these in now limited competitions to try to win them and get better cards, or we can sell it in the open market, which I maybe depending on the card, we might sell it and we might try to flip or trade it into a different card, because this website actually allows trading. So you can go to another GM who has a card for sale, and instead of selling it for their price, you can offer them a trade and then do that trade that way, which I thought was a really, really cool thing. Can you imagine on other NFT projects where you have a marketplace and you want to do a trade instead of a buy? I think that just changes the whole dynamics. It makes it a lot more interactive and a lot more collaborative between the people on the app. So back to here. So if you take a look, we have 245 points. Let's view the details. The top was 326, so we're not that far off. We're pretty close. So if you go to the details here, or sorry, the team, this is our team. So how did we do it? First, your ace. Your ace needs to be a top pitcher from a quality team. So obviously we're from Toronto, so we don't mind going Toronto Blue Jays. But Alek Manoah is one of their best pitchers. He is their ace. So if you look at the point system on this game, starting pitchers can get you significant amount of points from first glance. So you want to always make sure you have strong starting pitching. Even on the relief pitching side, which is now Ryan Presley, you want to make sure obviously you get a relief pitcher who's at the top of their lineup, that their first relief pitcher, because the top relief pitcher ends up playing most games. He does get some breaks, but you want to make sure you pick a relief pitcher who you know is going to play. He got us 20 points.
You want the closer, because that closer will get you 5 points per save, right? So you want to make sure you have a closer on a good team that's going to be winning a lot of games. That's right. You could go for a relief pitcher who gets hold. The hold do get you points, but you just have so much more of an opportunity on the closer side. So you want to get the top closer of any team. Alec Baum, obviously, he was one of our depth picks here. He does pretty well. He's very consistent every week. Got us 17 points. We have a Luis Garcia here. He didn't have the best week, but that's okay, because Adolis Garcia with 3 home runs. This guy got 3 home runs. I can't believe it. Take a look. I mean, they have some images of it over here. This guy's a monster. 2021, if you take a look at his stats, I mean, you want home run hitters on your, because of the point system. Home runs are overpowered here. Over 30 home runs in 2021. He has 27 home runs in 2022. And now he already has, in 20 games played, 7 home runs. He got 3 home runs last game, which obviously brought us to a new stratosphere with 95 points. He has pretty much more points than almost our whole team combined. Then we had Taylor Ward, got us 25 points, which is great. He played well for an outfield. But this is the key. This is the trick, okay? Tips and tricks on how we did it. If you look at the point system, starting pitchers seem to be a little bit overweight compared to hitters. So we put in a starting pitcher as our flex. We put in Zach Gallen. He's playing really, really well, got us 49 points. Yeah. So take a look at that. That 49 points plus 31 points. We had 2 aces that came in and they played great on the starting pitching side. We got lucky with our Adolis Garcias hitting us 3 home runs, and there you go. Top 200 finish. Give us that limited card. And Taylor Ward was actually one of those swaps. So that was like our swap right before that week. I had to swap somebody because I swapped someone by accident the day before, and it made us not have a full lineup. So we almost didn't even have this lineup set. Wow. Rob. I was freaking out. I didn't know about this. I didn't. You just swept it under the rug. You did the replacement. No one needs to know anything, right? But Taylor Ward came in and he killed it, so that's all that matters. Well, I think that's an important thing that you mentioned, though. Swap your cards. They allow you to swap daily. So swap your cards daily. Get out some of your junk commons. Get some better cards. You might get lucky, and depending on you get. And I think Adolis Garcia was one that we got through a swap, and Taylor Ward got one through. So through swapping, even Zach Gallen, through swapping, we started getting now cards that actually are decent players that can help us actually win. And to me, 86 out of 24,000, that's a success. I do have something to point out that I don't like. I am not happy with the fact that they don't get to show you stats of these players that week. I wish it was like normal fantasy where it just gives me a consolidated point, but I wish they broke it down. And they said, when you're looking at players to buy, if it showed you the stats, like then you can compare all the players. Okay, who do I want to buy? And then you could click it and it shows you the card. So rare. If you're watching this, maybe that's something you can add.
Yeah, like they have it in more of like a. It's I just don't like the system. Like I wish they did it in just a better format. Like you really got to click around. I wish it was like a lot of fantasy states they have it all summarized in one kind of like summary. They have your home run chart line item. They have your run line item, and it's all very clear and very organized. This one here, it's like it's there, but you got to click around. You got to dig around for it. So that's one thing I don't like about the organization of it. But there's always room for improvement. It's still really, really fun. And you got to stay on top of the league. Because even when you're searching to buy players, it'd be nice just to look up their stats. Like we are interested now in buying limited cards so we can improve our team and we can start competing in limited games. The problem is that we got to go to other websites and do research on other websites. It'd be nice if it was like other fantasy sports where you click on the player and all the stats 2021 2022 is all consolidated. Here I have to go to ESPN here to look this up, right? I don't like that. I wish it was just all in one format.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm the same as you. Okay, so why don't we quickly get into it? Why don't we do our card swap?
Let's do it.
And the one important thing you guys want to remember is when you do your card swap, make sure that you do not do what I did last week and take out something that you only had one of. So make sure you have one at every position, and then you're trading a double. And then the thing is, if you're able to build a second team, you can enter into secondary competitions. Your players will get experience points. So sometimes maybe they're going to try and make you want to pick another starting pitcher. You might have 5 starting pitchers, but you don't have a second complete team. Maybe it makes sense to go for that hitter or relief pitcher or something like that just to help you complete that second team, because then it'll do the rest of the players who are on your bench who are not playing and not getting those XP points. It'll help you improve them. And then when you do need to play them, they'll have better stats, right?
Yeah. So do we have a lot of starting pitchers now?
We do. This one here is a rookie card. So I don't know if that's ever going to mean anything. So it's been like hard for me to get rid of him, but we don't really.
The problem with him is that I don't really know his long-term potential, but he has very limited games. In 2022, he only played 6 games, in which he did okay. He had 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 ERA. Like his stats aren't terrible. Like he's a strikeout guy. So I think because it's a rookie card, it may be worth just holding on to it and getting rid of something that maybe is a little bit less risky.
So we have 3 outfielders. Maybe one of those we can get rid of. We have Adolis Garcia, who we're definitely not getting rid of.
Now we can't get rid of him now.
Taylor Ward, who came through clutch. And then Cody Bellinger. But Cody Bellinger has a +6 XP, but it's because we were forced to play him early on because we didn't have any other players. So
yeah, but I like Bellinger. I don't know if I'd be so quick to get rid of him. Okay. He's like he was like an old like top player, and he's kind of coming in and out, but he was a sleeper pick of ours.
Should it be Barrios?
Could be Barrios. Yeah, one of our Jays boys.
We have Manoah and Gosman still. The whole thing around that was we wanted to make sure that we would have enough starts within the week, so no matter what, we could always play a double J or whatever if we had to. But Gallen has been killing it for us.
So which is it? Carson Fulmer? Which Fulmer is it in the league?
What are you talking about?
Fulmer at the bottom.
Oh, which Fulmer's a relief pitcher though, right? So we want to make sure we have 2 of those so we can set a secondary team.
So okay, I got you. So the thing with Fulmer that I don't like is that he has horrendous stats.
But if we throw him on a secondary team, then whatever, right? And then we can always flip him out after we actually have a second team.
Okay, all right. So what are you thinking? You think Barrios is the way to go then?
I think so. And if we don't like anything, we can cancel him back out. Like that's the other thing. That's the other option, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, so Barrios, let's trade him in. And it lets you pick what position you want. So
that's new. I never noticed this.
On PC, I believe. Sarah, shout out Sarah. She's the one who told us this.
I did not notice this. That's why I keep getting starting pitchers all the time.
So we need a hitter, I believe, to get into the secondary or at least the training. So I mean, should we go outfield, or should we go, because we have 3 outfielders already, right? Maybe we go an infielder or a corner infielder or a middle infielder. Maybe a first base.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Get some home run hitters on the first base.
And it says you can't undo this choice, so they get you.
No problem.
All right, let's see what we get. Nothing crazy. Eric Hosmer is not bad, though, right?
Hosmer's not bad. Let's go with Hosmer. I mean, we're not. You guys can let us know in the comments below if you think we made the right pick. If we made a mistake, let us know below.
Yeah, they were all half decent, but anyway,
Hosmer hits bombs. Hosmer.
When you do this on your phone, it does a little vibrate thing. Really cool. It like burns the other card.
Yeah.
So Hosmer's there now. So now we've done that. Now we can go into play. And obviously we showed, Rob showed you what place we came this week. So we want to go to play upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we've already set our minor team, which is what we've been playing most recently. I mean, we could do common all-star, but the problem was that there's less chances of getting a limited card. When you do,
we've mastered it now.
we might have to do it now, but I was trying to see the prize pool here. These ones allow for better tiers. So the one we did, you get tier 3 to 5. These ones here, you can get basically the top 100 will be tier 4 at the lowest.
Right.
And then the first place will get a tier 1. So maybe we do have to upgrade into the common all-star now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do it.
So let's trash our daily lineup for the minors, and let's register common all-stars.
All right.
So it looks like we only have one option for pitching because he's the only one playing.
We have to play it.
We're gonna go with Ryan Presley
for sure.
And then here, I like that it orders it by points, but what we do have more games with a better bonus.
He has the better bonus. Are they all 3 games?
Yeah, they're all 3 games.
Let's go Alec Baum then.
And then we have Rosario, who looks like he's the better bet.
Yeah, let's go with Rosario. Yeah, she's shortstop.
Adolis Garcia, he's going to go back-to-back three home runs.
We have to. He's too hot right now.
Now we have a bunch of options for the extra hitter. Which is really good.
I would go Taylor Ward because he has 4 games. He's going to play an extra game, get more points.
There you go, extra game. I agree.
Okay.
And then this is a little bit of a doozy because we do not have another probable pitcher for this week.
So I want to point out that part of our success was that we were able to play a second pitcher. I think we're not going to have – this is going to hurt us going into next week because the pitcher gets you better points if they have a good game than a hitter. We have to go hitter. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, so I think it's now it's between these guys here. Do we go with the new guy? Do we go with Bellinger? Do we go with Escobar?
I think
all pretty equal.
You know what, Hosmer, I wouldn't go with him. I'd still stick with either Bellinger or Escobar. They both have 3 games.
Yeah, I think I like Escobar as well.
Okay, Escobar it is.
There it is. Okay, so this might hurt us. You're right. It might hurt us, but he will be playing, whereas our other pitchers will not. So, but tomorrow, I'm curious to see if we can submit something updated tomorrow if we get in early enough.
Yeah,
if you get
more card. Right. Maybe we should go for a trade with another starting pitcher.
Exactly. Yeah. And then let's try and get our second team in here. I mean, do we throw our second team into the minors just because, or do we? I guess we could, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we don't have a choice.
But we don't have the pitchers starting.
No, so I think our play is. I think training. Our play tomorrow is we go training. Yeah, go training, and we'll just upgrade our cards, whoever we can upgrade.
So it's basically. Oh, why won't it let us put another hitter?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah,
it's really weird because we have extra hitters.
Yeah, we have them.
Oh, I guess we're not training. Anyway, that's weird. That shouldn't be like that.
Well, let's do a trade tomorrow. Let's see if we can get maybe another starting pitcher, and then that opens our door for playing in a second competition.
Yeah,
for common all-star, and I think that's our play tomorrow. So we'll trade for a starting pitcher. Hopefully, he's one that's playing over the weekend if we get lucky, and then we can do that.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. All right, so that's it for today. I mean, it's been fun.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we came 86th, and I can't wait to show you guys who we end up with as our limited card. I know it's going to be a tier 5, so probably nothing to write home about, but it's fun. And the fact that you're able to get something for free that might be worth even $1 is pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. You would think that we have another level of baseball knowledge because we came 86 out of 24,000, but we don't. Honestly, we don't. It's not our main sport. Our main sport is hockey's our main sport, in which case we actually know every player in the league. But baseball, we just do it kind of casually on the fantasy side. But we've proved now that you don't need to be a shark to win. You just have to have a decent strategy. We did the thing with the starting pitchers. We picked players that are half decent, and we got a little bit lucky. That's how fantasy sports always works. So if you guys really like the video, let us know below. Did we make a mistake picking Eric Hosman? I know he's had some injuries. Maybe he wasn't the best pick. If you thought someone else was better, educate us in the comments below. Also, if you like the video, let us know what you liked about the video. Are you into Sorare now? Are you considering getting Sorare? Do you like our Sorare videos? And if you do, please comment below. Now, if you haven't already, do not forget, before you go, become a Superstar, smash the subscribe, enjoy the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification so you get every single video, every single day. Also, Superstar VIPs, $2.99 a month. Get access to our spreadsheets on VV. Get access to our giveaways. You get a star in the universe named after you. So we want to bring as much utility as possible to this membership. We will be soon looking to add some Sorare utility through spreadsheets. So guys, we appreciate you. Thank you all so much for your support. Take care, and we'll see you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.